While you were there, I actually wanted to ask you about this. You played with the Illawarra Hawks and Lamelo Ball for, I believe it was 13 games, his full NBL career. He's become something of a sensation in the league at this point. Are you surprised that he's developed into this good of a player this quickly? Did you see this coming?
No, I'm not surprised at all. I had multiple conversations with NBA teams when he was looking at getting drafted, and I told everyone the same thing. I said that kid can be as good as he wants to be. You know, his ceiling is perennial all-star. That's his ceiling, and it was just going to be a question of whether he got into the right situation with the right people around him that were willing to, put forth the time and effort to help him develop. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, he's still really young. I think he turned 17. No, he turned 18, I think, when he was with us.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken. So, he is super young in terms of his development and in terms of his basketball growth. He still has a long way to go, but he's already showing flashes. He is probably the one person I've played with that has the highest ceiling, the most potential out of anybody. And I've played with some of the best players to ever play this game. So he's got a chance. He's got a chance to be something very, very special.
I've always said that it's his basketball IQ that sets him apart. Like I watched every single game that he played in the NBL, and some of the passes that he makes, some of the reads that he makes, the understanding that he have, it's beyond. I call him a basketball genius. He's a basketball savant. I don't think he gets the credit, because of who his dad is and kind of what his past is and the whole ball in the family thing. It feels like people don't understand. Like this dude, he's a basketball genius, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a very, very intelligent basketball player who is constantly learning as well, who's not afraid to ask questions and try and make himself better. In terms of just reads, it's just something that seems to come very naturally to him. Passing is clearly the best thing he does. Yes, he can score. Yes, he can handle the ball. But at the end of the day, he is a great passer. There were times when he was with us that I found he would try to force things a little bit because he sees everything. But unfortunately, he didn't realize that just because you can see it doesn't mean that the pass can actually get there. So occasionally he would, try to force things and turn the ball over. But at the end of the game, he still has, 8 assists and 3 turnovers. So you can't really ask for much more out of your point guard.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you liked him pretty well as a person out there. What was he like as a teammate?
He's a great kid, man. He really is. He, like you said before, he gets a little bit of a bad rap because of who he is, because of his family, because of, what you see on TV. But at the end of the day, the kid he's just an 18-year-old kid. That's what he is. He's extremely humble, quite honestly, given what he has, what he's come up in, the fact that he is known by millions and millions of people, can't go out as a kid without people coming over to him and trying to swarm him for autographs and pictures. We saw that over in Australia. So, I kind of put myself in his position and I was like, what would it be like if I was there at that age? I don't know how I would handle it. And I think he's done a brilliant job handling it so far.